Good morning, good morning. How are we doing today, all my high vibrational manifestors? Great to see all of you here tuning in today. How's everybody doing? Wonderful, wonderful to see all of you here. Now, let's get into our lesson today. All right, the question is, when I practice visualizing what I want the most in my life every day before bed, I feel more clear about what I want, such as what kind of career, relationship, and wealth. However, when I return to my current life, I will feel some loss and a gap. Feel the current life is not fulfilling enough. There is no good relationship, and I'll feel that there is a big gap between the current and the ideal. What should I do in this case? So basically what this question is, Grand Rising, everybody, he's asking me about when you're visualizing what you want in the mind, it plays out perfectly, you see it, but when you get up in your regular daily life, there is no evidence, or it seems like it's not happening, or it won't happen. So what do you do in this situation? All right, so here's the thing. The gap that you're seeing in your current life, you have to ignore it, and you have to continue to focus on the vision and the dream and whatever you're manifesting. Because the gap in your real life, and what you call your real life, that's just evidence showing you that your mind is incapable of seeing what is the big picture. So your mind, we got to remember how the mind works. Your regular conscious mind. The conscious mind is a repetition mind based on what it sees. So whatever your surroundings are, that's what you're going to see more of. So if you don't see your dreams or your goals manifesting in your current life right now, that's okay. That's normal. That's how it works. Your job is to stay in the alignment with your dreams and your desires, not to get out of the alignment of it. So you have to remember, and this, to help you to shift and understand this, you have to remember that imagination is what we call real reality, our physical reality playing out in real time. Our brain just does an excellent job of tricking us, to making us believe that this is real. So you have to understand that. So whatever you're imagining, it's always going to be on what we call a feedback delay system. So it's not going to show up instantly, but it will eventually show up if you practice repetition on it. So if you're visualizing the dream of your career, your life, and everything, but then when you get up in the morning and you go into your real world, you're like, man, I don't see anything happening. I don't see any movement going on. What's happening here? And then your mind will create the doubt. So what do you do about it? I repeat it again. That gap, what do you do about the gap? You have to ignore it, because it's not true. It's an illusion. Okay? You got to remember there's two lenses that you see reality with. Okay? Remember, right? There's two lenses. You see reality in a physical, and you see reality in a non-physical lens. One you can see, that's the physical. One you cannot see, which is the non-physical. We call it spiritual. That's the one that counts. That's the one that brings in and you see the physical. So just because your life is in a state of, you think non-movement or it's stuck, it's really not stuck. It's just that you're seeing what is happening before the feedback comes in. Hopefully that makes sense to you. All right. After listening to your money subliminal, is it a sign that family members around you offers you money? Yes, of course. So what you want to do, guys, is when you're in your 3D world, the 3D reality, you have to let go in that reality. Don't try to control the outcome of your 3D reality. This applies to people or individuals who have been visualizing their dreams and their goals. Because in your mind, you're going to see what you want. It's already done. But when you wake up in your day, you're going to feel disconnected from it. But you cannot be disconnected from it, because the imagination is the creation of the physical. So what is the culprit in all of this? Why do I feel disconnected? Why don't I see the evidence of what is the culprit? What is this? The culprit is your brain. It's just how your brain was made and designed. Your brain is not as fast as processing speed as the subconscious. Your brain, consider your brain a supercomputer, but your subconscious is on another level. Your brain does a fantastic job of helping you decode, see your daily life, protect, reason, rationality. That's the basic stuff, and that's what it's basically designed to do. It's designed to do the basic. It's not designed to do the advanced. The advanced stuff is in the imagination part of your mind. So the culprit for why you don't see the evidence or you don't see what you want is just the brain's lag time. Your brain is like a slow internet speed. It's lagging. The superconscious, the higher, whatever, the subconscious is like the fastest bandwidth speed internet you have. As soon as you upload, it just uploads instantly. And your brain is the one that's just slowly processes. It's a delay feed. I talked about this before. If it does for anything, this even comes into play when you're doing future processing. Future processing is like someone says, well, what if I have a bill to pay in a few days? You don't focus on the few days. You focus in the present. You focus as if the bill is being paid and what it would feel like for the bill to be paid. And then that's where you have to let go of the outcome. Listen, in order for you to get something in, you got to let something go. Can't work. You can't get something in and hold something on. We live in a universe of cause, effect, duality, hot, cold. See, so release, bring in. Release, accept. So what's the thing you got to release? The resistance to the outcome. The worry, the doubt, the fear. You got to release those. You have to release those to get the abundance, the success. Abundance is not willpower. It's not mind. Abundance is subconscious. It's subconscious programming. You don't get abundance through your mind, through your willpower or your mind. You get abundance through how do you get abundance? You get abundance through what? Through programming the subconscious mind. That's how the game works, the game of life. It comes in that way, it comes in that form. So release the resistance. Don't pay attention to your brain's processing. Just because you can't see it doesn't mean it's not on the way to you. That's the mindset you have to keep yourself in alignment to reach what you want. Because if you don't do that, then you're going to allow your mind to take you in this rabbit hole that some of you won't be able to get out of. Because it will be so distractive, it will be so doubting, it will be so depressive, and then you continue in this cycle. See, the thing about the mind is once the mind gets you in a cycle, it's going to be hard for you to get back out. It's like a whirlpool. See, because the mind is going to keep showing you more of it, and your attention is going to be on, So my advice for you is that whenever you are imagining something, you must be able to know that whatever you are imagining is on the way to you. And then when you get back into your what you call real world, you have to be open and you have to let go and you have to flow with it, and then you have to keep your mind optimistic. That is the alignment stretch. That's alignment. That is going to bring to you whatever it is you want in your life. The number one, the most important, basic, fundamental rule and law of reality is this simple rule. There is no reality, there is only observation. There is no reality, there is only perception. Perception creates a reality. Reality in this basic form is nothingness. It's energy in a state of what's called a wave of probabilities and possibilities of all outcome. Until you decide to imagine whatever it is in your head, it collapses what they call the wave and it becomes something. And keep in mind, also keep this in mind. Every single thing is made up of something not visible. Every single physical object is made up of an invisible object. I have a question for you. If every single thing is made up of an invisible object, how can something be physical if its ingredient is invisible, is non-physical? That's my question for you. What is the answer? Have you ever thought about it that way? Have you ever wondered in that aspect? Now that is a fact. That is a scientific fact we know. That's not a philosophy. That's not a spiritual jargon. That is a scientific fact. Someone says this is way over my head. No, it's not way over your head. Let me show you again. Listen carefully again, okay? Everything that you see that is physical, it's made from something not physical. So think about it. So if everything is made from something, okay, I'll put it simple to you. Here, make it very simple for you. Everything is made from something not real, but it looks and feels real. Everything is made from something not solid, but yet we feel and touch it to be solid. What is going on there? Why is stuff made from nothing and then it becomes something? Can anyone answer that? Actually, the answer is quite simple. I'll give you, go ahead, take a shot, give me some answers, but I'm going to give you the answer right now. All right, so here's the answer. The answer is, this is where you use your logical mind now. Your logical mind is good for this. Okay, so let me repeat it again. So I'm going to show you the answer, all right? Listen carefully. Oh, by the way, what is the ingredient? The ingredient is an atom, an electron. An atom and electron is 99.9999% empty space in a vacuum. So you are practically nothing. You're just energy. You're just here. You just look like a human being, but you're not. So that's the ingredient that makes everything. So the ingredient that makes everything is nothing, but yet you see something. Here the answer is this: if you see something, it must be an illusion. Because if the ingredient is invisible, then the thing you see cannot be visible. So the world and the thing you're doing and touching is an illusion. It's like a hologram. That's the answer. So that's why you cannot take your physical world seriously. That's why when you see something in your head, it is the same as the physical world. The only difference is it's in a different plane. It's in a different dimension. But guess what? That too becomes the physical world. So imagination is the force of reality. See the answer? So if you want to take it to the next level, you got to live more in your head than in the world. In the head means you have to see the outcome you want or desire repeatedly. That will force the physical world to mirror what is in the internal world. Because again, there is nothing that is fundamentally solid or real. It's all a trickery of how our brain perceives the thing. Some people don't know this. Well, I hope this reaches you when you can get this and comprehend this. So the next time you're visualizing your dreams and your goals and you wake up and you go into work and all that, just remember one thing, that the physical world that you're going in and really is not real itself. It's all an illusion. It's a part of the big scheme of things. And it can change, and it will change. That's correct. All the mind in the universe is mental. You yourself are 99.999% a vacuum of emptiness. That's what you are. That's a scientific fact. That's not a philosophy thing. That's not a, what you call it. What do they call that? It's the words on the tip of my tongue right now, man. Metaphysics. That's not a metaphysic thing. That's a quantum physics facts. That every element and everything that you see in your external world is comprised of particles that are so small and so minute that they have hardly any mass. They're predominantly pure spatial emptiness in a vacuum. Who put the hologram here? You did. You are the hologram. You put the hologram here. The only one thing that you can ever be aware of is the awareness of you being aware. That's called your consciousness. That's what creates the hologram. It's you coming down and switching up different roles and creating a hologram for you. Everything can have a play on your imagination as well. Music can enhance your imagination. Music can decrease your imagination. Words can enhance your imagination. Words can decrease your imagination. Smells can enhance your imagination. Smell can decrease your imagination. Taste can enhance. Taste can decrease your imagination. Sight enhance. Sight can decrease your imagination. So that means you literally got to be aware of what you're seeing, what you're tasting, what you're smelling, also what you're touching. These all play in the imagination, because it's what happens. It's a bunch of information that senses and sends it to the brain, and then the brain processes, and you think it and you feel it. This is why, now listen carefully. I'm gonna tell you something deep now. This is why there is a strategic, sophisticated campaign going on right now to take your mind from you in the matrix. I repeat it. There is a calculated, sophisticated, advanced campaign going on right now for you to not be in control. In other words, make it simple. The matrix is designed to overtake your mind so you don't use it for yourself. Oh, I could give you plenty of examples of this stuff. It's happening right now. Go take a look at your phone. Go look at your social media feeds. Go look when you watch your TV. Look at the advertisements. When you're driving your car, look at the billboards. Look at the colors they put on the billboards. Look at the words they say. Go look at what influences you most. Go look at your talk shows. Go look at the movies. Go look at the fashion. Go look at the trend. Go look at your artists. They all have a message. The message is sent to them to tell to you, people. It's all around you. You can't escape it. You think it's by accident? There's no accident, my friends. The ones who are wise and the ones who are smart and the ones who are higher consciousness, they know this. For the record, that's when your third eyes open up. You know your third eye, that's the secret to escape the game. How do you know when your third eyes open up? When you can see through the bullshit. Your third eye is activated when you can talk to someone and see they're lying to you. When you can watch the news and see it's fake. And when you can see what they're doing and you can tell yourself and you can look around and say something ain't right. Then you look to the next person and he's oblivious to it and he's like, it's right. But you're like, something ain't right. Congratulations. Your third eye has been opened. You see, the third eye also has cones and receptors just like your eyes. The difference between your third eye and regular eyes is you can't lie to the third eye. You can't trick the third eye. I could trick your brain. I could trick your images. I could trick your sight, your sound, your smell, your taste. They do it all the time to you. But you cannot trick the third eye. Why can't you trick the third eye, Mark? Because your third eye does not operate in the same electromagnetic frequency as light waves do. Your third eye operates in an invisible spectrum of light. It operates on a higher dimension. So, your third eye sees things in the truth. Your eyes see things as they are presented to you. I have no idea what a Freemason is. I heard the term, but someone said I talk like a Freemason. I heard of them, but I don't know what it is. So your third eye is awake and alive when you can see through the programming of the Matrix. Now, once you see through the programming of the Matrix, that's when the freedom comes for you to shift and change your world, and you can manifest everything easily. Yes, we created the Matrix for contrast and duality. You see, guys, the thing about this stuff is this. You have to remember this. The most all right, I'll put it to you like this. What they are looking for, what the Matrix, what is more valuable than gold and money and precious diamonds or anything in the Matrix? You know what's more valuable than that in the Matrix? What is worth more than gold? What is worth more than money? What is worth more than everything? What is it in the Matrix that's worth more? What's worth more than power? Power is part of it. What is it? You know what's worth more? Your mind. They want your mind. They want to be able to influence you how you think. Because remember this, if I can influence you how you think, guess what I'm going to also do? I'm going to also influence what you believe. If I influence what you believe, guess what I'm always going to also do? I'm going to influence what actions you take. If I can influence what actions you take, what else am I going to also influence? I'm going to influence your habits. So now I have your habits, I have your actions, you have a routine, you have a lifestyle. Now I have just programmed you to live, to act, to think, to do a certain lifestyle. Oh, here's the greatest part of it. I can do it so slick that you have no idea I am playing you. Because all of it is done in your unconscious mind. See, one thing with me, people, I am very aware of what I watch, what I listen to, what I eat, what I think, what I touch, because I know how the game works. It's real easy to escape the Matrix, man. All you have to do is watch what you want to watch that's going to help your mind. Focus on things that you like. Keep your mind on your things. But I'll give you the number one tip. If you want to get out, this will take you right out of the Matrix right now. Stop watching mainstream media stuff. If it's mainstream, it's going to be mainstream program for your brain. It ain't going to work. You ain't going to get it. You have to go into the tunnels. You got to go into the boondocks. You got to go off the grid, so to speak. You have to go into the different levels of information. Do not get your information from the mainstream. It is not correct. Do not get your education from the mainstream. It is not correct. Do not get anything from the mainstream, people. It's set up for you to think, to act, to behave a certain way. I mean, I'm just this guy just tapping a little bit of the stuff. So this is not going to be something they're going to pay attention to, because they say, oh, that guy's just tapping. But you know what? If everybody came together and started saying this stuff, then they'll get their attention. Then it might change. I mean, yeah, I'll change it a little bit. I'm changing it. If I get one person to see this and they understand, then I'm changing it. I'm doing my job. And then it can piggyback on. That's correct. Basically, the mainstream is the wrong way stream. Lisa says it. This information I'm putting out to you is just to give you an awareness and clarity so that you can make the right decision for your life. Okay? So the way you see the world, someone says, it's all a projection of your internal beliefs. Now I'm going to repeat this again because this is so very important. The system is set up strategically for you to get you to think a certain way. Once you think that certain way, it's going to form a belief a certain way. Once you form a belief a certain way, you're going to perceive and see things that certain way. Once you see things that certain way, it's going to drive your actions to do and say and whatever a certain way. Once your actions start to dictate a certain way, it's going to form a habit. Once a habit is formed, it's called a lifestyle, a reality, your life. Once someone have you like that, game is over for you. Unless the universe comes and awakens you like you are. But once they get you, it's a wrap. You're gonna have to be really special, and somebody like me gonna have to come on this TikTok, and the universe just have to choose you for you to find this video at the right place at the right time, and then you shall be free. But for most people, it doesn't work like that. Oh yeah, you want me to give an example? I'm gonna give you a big example. The people you love, your parents. Deep in the matrix. Go talk to your parents right now. What you learn right now that you've been awakened and you find your awareness and your spiritual way, go back and talk to your parents right now. It's not their fault. They can't help it. Go try to talk to them about this. But they're going to tell you, because they have been fed a belief. They have been fed programming. They have been fed habits, they have been fed actions, and that's what they do. And that's what they try to get you to do. You know what's the first thing they're going to tell you? You're crazy. Let me get you a therapist. And there's the next thing they're going to tell you? That's just how it is. Two things they're going to tell you. You're crazy. That's just how the world is, Mark. Oh, that's nonsense. It doesn't work like that. Yeah, they're there to help you. Your government is trying to help you. Mark, they have your best interest at heart. Just go out there and just do your part. Work hard. Get a decent job. Get a family, retire. That's what the Matrix tells you to do. That's what I told you. That's why I said, chosen ones, they cannot do 9 to 5s. They cannot live in the way that this Matrix is set up because they don't belong in it. Their third eyes are open. They knew the jig is up. They see the game before the game even started to play, man. They see it from way down there. They say, all right, here comes the bullshit. All right, here it comes. Here it comes. All right, here's the play. Now watch. Look, watch what they're gonna run. I'm ready. You're the only one that can see it. All your friends around you get played. And you're like trying to tell them, like, yo, look out, watch out, whoa. When you turn around, they're all down. You're the only one left standing, man. You know what they call it, the American dream, right? Because it will never become a reality. That's why they call it a dream. You don't want a dream, you want a reality. You want your dreams to be a reality. That's why it's called a dream, man. See, even the words they put into you, they're programming you. You don't even know about it. Okay, if you keep thinking a dream, you're going to be dreaming. If you keep thinking, I want a reality, I want my dreams to be a reality, then you're going to find out the real American dream to reality. But most people, they stay in the dream. I like to put the analogy when they put the cheese on the thing and the hamster or the mouse just keeps chasing the cheese and he'll never get the cheese. That's what the Matrix does to the majority of people. I'm just giving you the awareness, and I'm just opening you up. I just want you to think. I want you to go do your own research. I just want you to see. I don't want to see people live below their potential. I want to see everyone live above their potential. I want to see everyone prosper. I want to see, because we're all here. I believe if I know something or I see something, I have to tip you off on it if it's going to help you. That's why I'm a light worker. That's why I'm here to do this. So that's why I'm going to keep spreading this thing out until who gets it, they get it. Who don't, they're not ready. But what I'm telling you is still facts, though. It's based on science, it's based on physics, it's based on psychology, it's neuroscience. So I'm not giving you a bunch of philosophical jargon. I'm not giving you metaphysics stuff. I'm not giving you, I'm giving you the facts, man. I'm giving you verifiable, experimental things that you can go look up and you can figure out for yourself. That's what I'm doing here. So I'm not this guy that's just sitting in this car and just speaking my, my thoughts and my things. I'm telling you things that are verifiable truths in them. So that is huge, man. That's a huge thing. That's why I created my school platform. The school platform is for you guys, for highly spiritual people to come together and get out of the matrix, man. Once you get in there, you have a collective, you can learn, you can manifest, you can create, you can see things going on. That's why it's called school, for you. You get in there, free your mind, and go live your dreams and prosper. Because if you keep staying in this, if your mind is still in this limitation, it's like this, man. I know this live is a little long, so I'm just going with the downloads I'm getting. So I'm gonna show you something to make it simple for you. So look at the world like a funnel, all right? So there's a funnel. There's the bottom of the funnel, there's the top of the funnel, and then there's outside of the funnel. In the funnel, the bottom part of the funnel is, let's call it the funnel of limitation or lack. So in the bottom part of the funnel is where the majority of people live. The middle part of the funnel is where someone's starting to get enlightened. The top part of the funnel is you guys. That's, you can see the bullshit, you can see outside of it. Now, interesting thing, in the bottom of the funnel, because all consciousness are connected as one, once the matrix shows you the programming, everyone believes it. So now your friend believes it, you're more likely to believe it because your friend believes it. Now your neighbor believes it, you're likely to believe it because they all believe it. Not only that though, the actions you're taking. Now your friend is struggling, you're gonna think it's normal to struggle. If the majority of people are struggling, you're gonna think it's normal to struggle because everyone's struggling. That's the message they want you to get. Now, if you're at the top middle part and you're prospering, they're gonna call you a rarity. They're gonna say that's rare. Okay? And then when you're at the super top, now you're like a 1%. You can just manifest whatever you want. See, that my point is this: you cannot be with the crowd because the crowd is already programmed. You have to be in your own world to see what you want. And I gotta tell you right now, people, when you see people struggling around you, it's not normal, man. You're not supposed to come here and struggle, man. But you can free yourself right now. All you have to do is exercise your subconscious mind programming. Once you change your programming, your life will change. Because again, I showed you in the beginning, right? I go back again and I'm going to say this again. I showed you, right? I said to you and I told you, I said that the things that make up the universe or the physical world is an invisible, non-physical particle or ingredient. So therefore, the physical world cannot be physical. It's just a very well executed illusion that our brains play on us. That's all you need to know about it. So once you walk around every day and keep repeating and keep pushing it in your head that the world is not solid, I can change my world. The world is not solid, I can change my world. My mind can change my world. That's all it's going to take for you to start to break free, because now your subconscious mind is listening, and then it's going to start to act, and then before you know it, voila, your world starts to change. You start to see little improvements here. You start to live where you want to live, and then, you know what I mean? I mean, that's how it works, basically. And let me tell you the reason. The reason why struggle isn't normal for you guys, for anybody, I'm gonna show you why. Because you are infinite beings. Infinite people, infinite beings do not struggle. You're not supposed to struggle. The reason you struggle is because you were fed some beliefs, some BS, and it's got into your program. It corrupted you. And the thing about it, look at your body, man. When you're happy, health is better. Thoughts, mindset is better. When you're not happy, everything is messed up. So what does it say? It says that your body's natural state is a state of abundance, of prosperity. That's what it's telling you. So if you want to know if something is off, check that out. But again, I can tell you, you can always change it. There's nothing that's permanent. It's changeable. We live in a changeable reality. That's right. You can look younger. You can reverse your aging. You can do all that type of stuff. Because you are now creating deliberately in the field. So that's it. That's what I want to leave you with today. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep going where you're going. But just remember, I want you to remember one thing, people. Here's the thing I want you to, when I leave this live here, I'm going to show you something. I want you to remember this, okay? Always, always question everything. Questioning everything is the beginning of awareness. The beginning of awareness is the beginning of knowledge. The execution of knowledge is the beginning of power. Keep that in mind.